welcome to a new vlog. Actually, good afternoon. It is nearly 2 p.m. It's Friday today and we have got a really fun weekend planned. I do not normally get this dolled up on a Friday afternoon, but I am very shortly heading over to Soho Farmhouse because tonight or later on this afternoon I'm actually hosting a talk there, which is very surreal. I'm really excited, a little bit nervous. To be totally honest with you, obviously Soho Farmhouse, you have to be a member to attend, to go there, and therefore those that are able to come to the talk have to be Soho House members, and I just thought no one would come. I literally thought, and still kind of half think, that I will be sat there with lovely Clementine, who works for Soho Home, and that we'd literally be talking to Charlie and my mum. However, I can't believe it actually sold out within moments of it going up on the Soho House app, which is insane. Hopefully a lot of you guys, if you are members, may have spotted it on my stories, because I did say that if you're on the wait list, we will make room for you, because it's in the glass house, which is the amazing, humongous greenhouse down at the bottom of the kitchen garden at the farmhouse. And yeah, we're gonna make room, so I really hope that people do actually turn up. But I'm heading to the farmhouse shortly. The talk is actually not until 7. It's currently 2 o'clock, but I'm meeting Clementine to have a little bit of a consultation, a Soho Home consultation for a project that is coming up very soon. And then I'm meeting some friends at the farmhouse, probably gonna have a glass of rosé. I've been given the green card so I can actually bring you guys along for the day, which is amazing, because normally they're not too keen on you filming. But yeah, today I've got the green card, which is really exciting, and yes, super duper fun. So you just saw a little time lapse of my makeup. I've maybe put in a tiny bit more effort than I would usually, but I'm pretty regular with what I use. Standout, oh how annoying, how sad is this? This is one of my favourite lipsticks at the moment. It is the Code 8 in the shade L1. Colour Brilliance in the shade L1. It's melted, but I am going to try and maybe I can just use like a lipstick brush, because I just love this colour. I think it is super duper flattering. What else did I use? I am just loving adding the warmth into my complexion using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. At the moment I am a little bit more tanned than my foundation. I'm actually using very little foundation at the moment, and this just brings everything up to a really healthy glowing complexion. I blend it down my neck. Might take this with me actually so I can do a little top up before the event starts. Yeah, pretty much everything else was just my usual stuff. Nothing new, nothing exciting. I'll pop a little bit of the Chantecaille highlight powder on. I'm really glad that I can catch up with some friends like an hour before the talk starts. And have a glass of wine, because otherwise I think I'll just be so nervous. Even if I'm talking to like 10 people, it's exciting, but also a little bit scary. Also the fact that the talk, the chat is all about countryside interiors, and I do not proclaim to be an expert in that at all. I'm just gonna try and like flip it around and ask Clementine lots of questions, but yeah, we'll just see, we'll see how the flow goes. As you will have seen, I did take a mega risk this morning and do my heatless waves. They've come out okay. I used my, oh this side, yeah, a little bit flat. Never mind, but I might take something with me to add a little bit more curl, again, just before the talk starts. And I was also using my Current Body, is that going to make the camera go crazy? LED, I'll turn it off just in case it is. Sometimes it sends weird lights through the camera. Super duper handy. I wish I'd had this on our last holidays, because whenever we travel I always want to do my makeup somewhere where there isn't a mirror. Hotel rooms never really consider lighting when it comes to doing your makeup, so it would have been so useful to have had this in my suitcase, but I will be taking it from now on. So this is from Current Body, and you may recognize that name as it is where I get my amazing LED face masks from. I'm probably going to have a little pamper tomorrow morning before we go to Wilderness Festival. That'll also be in this vlog, but spoiler alert, Current Body have said that if you use the code Josie, if you would like to purchase the amazing LED mask, and I will go through again my up-to-date feelings on that tomorrow morning. If you use the code Josie, you'll actually get the LED mirror for free, which is so amazing, so generous of them. So thank you, Current Body. It's got 3, again, I'm not sure if my camera will allow me to show you, but 3 different colours. So you can do your makeup in a cool light, in a warm light, in a daylight, and it's also got this little magnifying mirror at the back, which is actually lethal because I'm just here analysing all of my blemishes. Not ideal. And it's just this little charger, which is actually the same charger as my fan, which is fantastic, and one charge makes this glow for 3 hours. So in my opinion, perfect for traveling. So yeah, this is your freebie, and also a face serum, amazing green tea face serum, which I'll be popping on before bed. Super calming, super nourishing. So yeah, a great little freebie. If the LED face mask has been on your wish list for a while, I'm obsessed with mine. Every facialist that I go to is like, yes, LED is what you need to do. Obviously you can get it done, as I sometimes do, professionally. Sometimes within a hydrofacial you can get an LED treatment, but it's so good for your skin, especially the reparativeness and the anti-agingness, to do it regularly. So having something that you can do at home is just amazing. Anyway, what time is it? It is time for me to go. I'm excited, but I'm scared. What do I need to take with me? I don't know. You guys, let's go. I've just carried the mirror over here so that you don't see the absolute mess that is my dressing table. But something else which is really clever, which I've just realised, this little circle here is so that it magnetises like that onto the stand. How clever is that? And then you can just twist it, tilt it, spin it. That is so handy, and this really doesn't weigh much at all. So again, perfect for putting in your suitcase, having on a dressing table. I'm very impressed. They've thought of everything. Quick outfit of the day, but I think I've just decided that I'm actually going to change into something a lot more casual for the day, and then get changed into this so that it's like fresh just before the actual talk starts. But how wonderful is this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous dress? It is predictably from Zimmermann. It's very low, and I don't usually do low because there's not much going on in this area. Fine by me, but I just think it's really fun. It does show a little bit of my scarring, but you know what? I don't really care about that. What I am more self-conscious about is my mole that I've got in the middle of, it's actually like, oh, you can just see it poking out. But yeah, mostly this dress covers that. So, oh, and then it's got this like strap detail that ties around the back, this big open area. It's quite risque, but actually I feel like it's quite fun considering the talk is in the glass house. It's a really beautiful space, and if you can't wear this when you're doing a talk at Soho Farmhouse, then when can you? So it feels really, really lovely, but it does feel a little bit too dressy for a day kind of mooching around the farm. So I'm going to pop something, oop, that's the 2 o'clock bells telling me I need to get cracking. I'm going to pop something a tiny bit more casual on, pop this in a garment bag, and then I'll quickly get changed before the talk later on. So we are just a little bit up against the clock this morning, but I'm desperate to at least pot on some of my tomatoes because they're getting way too big for these little pots that they're currently in. So I've bought some of the lovely scalloped pots that we've been hiding around the back of the greenhouse, and I'm going to quickly pot some of those up. And then ready for tomorrow, at least I hope tomorrow morning, I'll have a little bit of time to do some bits and bobs in here before we head to Wilderness. Hopefully my coconut coir little bits from Amazon will have arrived as well, but if not, I've got some compost. This is the Rocket Grow seed and cutting compost, again from Amazon. And I will plant some of the seeds for the autumn growing season. So this is my delivery that arrived this morning from Vital Seeds. I didn't realise they are an independent seed company based down in Devon. Superior quality organic veg, herb and flower seeds. I always find that they just grow really well, and they've got some really lovely varieties. I'm trying to pull together the bits and bobs that I'll find useful here in the greenhouse, and it's always really useful if you can have some kind of area. This, I think we got this from Station Mill Antiques, but I'm pretty sure Cuckoo do something similar, and I thought this would be perfect for me to just pour some compost in, and then I can just scrape the compost into my pots, big or little pots, and that should be a lot easier than trying to scoop it straight out the bag. And then I can just pour it whatever's left back into the bag afterwards, so we'll see if that's going to be fit for the job. So actually radish I think I will plant straight into the ground because it germinates so quickly. We're going to have some really nice warm temperatures next week, so yes, I think once I've tidied up the kitchen garden a little bit, again hopefully tomorrow morning, then I'll plant those directly. And then we've got the Vital Seeds second spring collection. Now this is kind of like an edit that they do of seeds which are really good to plant after the summer solstice, so in the second half of the growing season. Can't quite remember what's in here, so let's have a look. Suddenly heard a rustling noise and I thought, oh my goodness, that must be the biggest spider in the world I can hear scurrying around. And then I realised that my sweet little bunny rabbit has got a new favourite place. Is this where you're going to lie when Mummy's doing the gardening then, is it? Is this Dicky's spot? For anybody that hasn't seen lots of my videos in the past, you may not know that my chicken nugget, whose real name is Dickens, because I never use it, you may not even know. He's a very special little boy, very special to me of course, but he does have a few little intricacies which just make him even more wonderful. And he does actually have a form of doggy autism. He doesn't like loud noises, he likes to be in safe, small places. He'll always try and tuck his snout into little crevices. He can't bear high-pitched noises, he doesn't like electronic noises. He, for example, can't bear the noise of the induction hob, big digital cameras. He can't bear the high-frequency noise that they emit that humans can't hear. And if a fire alarm goes off, my goodness, he will scuttle and bolt outside the house and get as far away as possible. So yeah, he's a very special little boy, and that's where he's decided to make, his safe place in the greenhouse. I'm gonna have to make sure I don't lock him in here. Well, ever so slightly embarrassing, I realised that I've actually already ordered this. So these are all duplicates. I'm not sure I've got lots left of these, so I will do another planting tomorrow. But yes, silly me, I've double ordered, but we'll have a lot of turnips, we'll have a lot of Asian greens, and a lot of these I can give to our village's sustainable seed swap so that other people can use them as well. Woodshed, otherwise known as the little Soho home store that they've got here at the farmhouse. There's a little bit less furniture in here as there would normally be because lots of it has been taken already to the glass house for the talk later. But I think what's going to happen is people are going to arrive in here, have a little mingle, a little drink, and check out some of the furniture in here. I said to the girls I recognise lots of the bits from the house. We've got the stool version of this. You might remember we got that a few years ago when we just moved in. They've got some gorgeous new bits as well, a little bit more contemporary. We've got some brushed brass on the chest of drawers. I feel like Charlie may have already bought this throw for the bed, but this green colour is absolutely gorgeous. And the lights just look amazing. You can really see where we got so much inspo for our own home, whether it's the reclaimed wood or the even just having the lights on the walls as opposed to only from the ceiling is something that we got inspo from here and brought it into our own house. such a gorgeous space. Some of their newer styles as well. They've got lots of boucle, and how lovely is this? This is actually new, I believe this week. They've brought out one of their most popular collections that is previously just in white, is now in this green colour. I love it, and how perfect. They've got my favourite flowers in here, anemones, some beautiful art. I think I'm going to be learning a lot more about how the Soho Home interior design team can help you pick the right art for your house later on. So I'm going to have a consultation with Clementine, one of the interiors designers here from Soho Home, and she's going to give me some tips. Got a little pizza oven, lots more reclaimed wood down here, so much inspo. So this is where I'm going to have my interiors consultation. We've got some gorgeous fabric samples here, many of which I already recognize from some of the furniture at the farmhouses. We were just saying that it's so beautiful to add these really gorgeous earthy kind of terracotta-y mustard tones to keep your home feeling nice and cozy and warm, but it's quite an easy way to bring some lovely color in. And I've just had a sniff of some of the gorgeous Soho Home candles. Oh my goodness, the leather and oud, I can tell is going to be a favorite of Charlie's. And then apparently this one, the blackcurrant and cedar, is the scent of Soho Farmhouse, and it really does have a lovely familiarity about it. This is one of my favorite rooms. It's actually the private dining space at Pen Yen. Not sure if the rest of the consultations will happen in here, but I'll keep you posted as to where they'll end up being. But it's such a nice space. Again, they've got these gorgeous lights from the ceiling. Bit of inspo for my greenhouse lights potentially, and these big mirrors and the reclaimed wood like our gym. Oh, it's all so gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna have my consultation and I'll catch up with you after. Excuse the gravel crunching noise. I've just had a lovely glass of rosé or two to calm the nerves with the girls at the main barn, and I'm now just heading over to the glass house, which is the greenhouse down at the end of the kitchen garden. This is where the talk will be held in an hour. We're just going to do a quick mic check and then some welcome drinks before the talk begins. I'm glad to see it's not just my spinach that's been bolting. Okay, it's a few hours later and the talk is starting in an hour. So we are here in the glass house. Everyone else is having drinks, welcome drinks over at the woodshed, and I'm really nervous. I'm just praying that people actually come. Let me show you this gorgeous space. So we've got some chairs, we've got some sofas, and also I'm already lusting so much over these little footstools and these little lights and candles set up on the table. So we're gonna have our chat over here later on. It all just looks so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful evening as well. I think a glass of rosé is on the cards to calm the nerves, of course, and then we'll get started. Coming to you a little bit bleary-eyed this morning. It wasn't a mega late night, but you know when you just expend, is that the expression? Expend all your energy? Extend? Use all of your energy. I remember when I used to do pre-COVID like meetups with beauty brands or fashion brands. You just use so much energy chatting and, you know, being on form all night that it's quite exhausting in the best way possible. So the talk went so well. Luckily people did turn up, which was great, because to be honest I'm never sure. I'm never confident that people, I'm always like, why would people want to just come and listen to me chatting away? But they did, and it was wonderful. I think we had a full house in the glass house, which was amazing. I did the talk with lovely Clementine, who is one of the interior designers for Soho Home. We went through so many tips, spoke through some of the Soho Home products. We both shared some of our interior like nuggets of wisdom, and to be honest, I kept saying so much of our house is inspired by Soho Farmhouse interiors. So yeah, it just worked really nicely. I think Charlie or my mum took a few video clips, so I'll pop them on the screen here so you can see the lovely little setup. And then a few people stayed around afterwards after the Q&A, and we just had a really lovely chat in the glass house, so it was amazing. And then Lila and Charlie and I went back into the main barn. We had burgers and mac and cheese. So yes, it was an incredible evening. So today I'm just putting a few rollers in my hair. We are heading over to Wilderness Festival, which is really exciting. I've never been before. It's only like 15 minutes away, and I've been checking out the itinerary of what's going on today. Wilderness is one of those festivals where it's kind of only a little bit about the music. I'm just going to pop some moisturizer on. It's almost more about what's going on. It's a real kind of wellness style festival. There's yoga, there's bar, there's wild swimming, there are treatments. Very much my cup of tea, so really excited for that. I've already started my pampering this morning. I've used my Current Body LED mask. This is definitely my favourite beauty device in my entire collection. Been using this for coming on 18 months now. Was it December 2020 that I first got this? I got it because so many of my friends were saying to me that it was their #1 thing on their wish list that they wanted to get for Christmas, and since then I've just been obsessed. LED is so good for, it's literally clinically proven to help with wrinkles, skin elasticity, skin firmness, skin texture. So many of my favourite facials include LED light therapy, but it is one of those things where it's so much better if you can do it regularly. So if you can do it at home with something like this Current Body LED mask, then it's amazing. Obviously it does vary based on how strong, sorry, armpit shot. It does obviously vary depending on how strong the LED is, but also how close the LED lights are to your skin. So the fact that this mask is silicone, it's really soft, and you literally have it on your skin. Those LED lights are super close, so you can get the best impact from them. And I don't have to like dedicate time to it. I just carry on pottering about. Sometimes I go and pick my morning flowers. I go and grab my courgettes wearing my LED face mask. Or perhaps like this morning I was just steaming a few dresses. You don't have to dedicate time to it. Obviously I love my massive Dermaflex, which is the giant kind of like salon quality version, and I still am doing that once a week. But with that one you have to dedicate the time to it, because aside from having a nap or listening to a podcast, which is what I do, there's nothing that you can do when you are literally lying underneath it. I think if you're a professional and you treat clients, or you know, you've got like mum, sister, friends that want to use it as well, the Dermaflex is just the most insane product. But I think for like the everyday user, this little one that I've been using today is incredible. So I use, and I do this every time I use it, this is what I use to clean it. This is from a brand called Beauty Kitchen. It's their SOS Skin Shield, and I just pop some of that on a reusable cotton pad and then just give it a wipe down after I've used it, because it has been pressed on the skin, so any natural skin oils sometimes can get on here. You can just carry on with your normal skincare routine after you've used the mask. I don't feel like I need to cleanse or anything after it, so I'm just popping on a really nice moisturizer. I started to find that my skincare was all kind of pilling, and I asked the facialist last week, and she said that it's because I'm probably applying my products too close together and not giving enough absorption time. So now I'm literally doing obviously my Clé de Peau Le Serum, which I'm still obsessed with, and I will forever repurchase that. I do that pretty much as soon as I wake up. I do a quick micellar water cleanse and then add Le Serum. When I come up to my dressing room, I pop on whatever other serum. At the moment it's the Beauty Pie Hyaluronic and my tanning drops from Vita Liberata. And now I've obviously just applied, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And then once all of my rollers are in, I'll pop on my SPF, and I'm currently using the Sarah Chapman SPF 50. Okay, my darlings, 10 minutes later and I'm finally dressed and I've got my makeup on. So we are going to head for a little walk down to the sunflower field this morning. You guys are going to be watching this on Tuesday. So I believe next weekend and the weekend after, the Glebe farm, I'll leave the information down below, will have their sunflower fields open, and it's always absolutely gorgeous. You can pick your own, and I mean, they're just incredible. They're just such beautiful flowers. And also, while I'm talking about local things that are going on, I think it's 18th, 19th, 20th and 21st of August, if you get my newsletter, you'll already know about this. It is the Park Fair. So the Park Fair is taking place on the Great Chew Estate, which is about 5 minutes from Soho Farmhouse. I would so recommend coming. Definitely worth a day trip from London, from Manchester, wherever, because it's going to be amazing. Their strapline is the Country Fair Reimagined, and it's essentially going to be like old-fashioned fairground rides, really lovely artisan makers selling, you know, like independent brands selling their products. Time are also hosting a load of sessions like canapé making with Charlie, who is the head chef and son of the owner Karen at Time, and so Charlie and I are definitely going to go to a few of those. Time are also doing cocktail making masterclasses, floral arrangements, and I know that Aurelia are going to be there doing skincare things. Quince and Clover are doing food. I believe Chloe's Pilates. Chloe is doing Pilates sessions. So all of the companies and brands and people that I talk about all the time, you guys can come and experience them, which is so exciting. So I'll leave a link to the tickets down below, and they very kindly have given me Josie 10. I'm not on any kind of commission, by the way, but Josie 10 will get you 10% off your ticket price. So yeah, please come along. Charlie and I are going to be there the whole weekend as well, so you'll probably bump into us and the dogs. So yeah, it's going to be amazing, a lovely weekend. You can probably come for just one day, or you can come for the whole weekend, whatever you want to do. So fun. I was just watching another video about LED light therapy while doing my makeup, because when I invest in something like this, I want to know the science behind it. It actually really intrigues me how it actually works. Like, I can see that it's working because my skin is getting better and better, but I want to know the science behind it. And I did actually talk about this about a month ago when I talked about the big LED thing that I've got. But essentially, as a brief history, a little snack bite of how it works, LED light therapy, which is light emitting diode, which are these little things, these are the light emitting diodes. LED light therapy was actually discovered by NASA for the astronauts up in space to help heal them. So if they had any cuts or any injuries, the red light was discovered to actually help with the healing process. And then since then, there have been so many studies by skincare companies and experts to prove that it really does work within the skin. The way that it works is that the red light actually penetrates into the dermis of the skin, so that below the top layer of the skin, and it affects the collagen in your skin. And collagen, as you may know, is what helps the skin look plump, juicy, helps to prevent any fine lines and wrinkles, helps with the texture of the skin, the elasticity of the skin, the way that the skin glows. So you want as much collagen in your skin as possible. Sadly, we lose it through aging, we lose it because of environmental factors, we lose it because of stress. So many ways that we lose collagen. There are supplements that you can take that promise that they will bring collagen to the skin. Personally, I don't think, and having listened to a lot of podcasts and studies about it, I don't think anything can actually encourage collagen to be formed in the skin other than red light. And that's not just me that thinks that. A lot of experts agree. So basically, this encourages more collagen to be produced in the skin by actually making your cells believe that they're damaged. There is no damage being caused, but the red light makes your cells think that they're damaged. So they essentially go into reparative mode and produce more collagen in order to heal themselves. Clinically proven, so incredible. And yeah, for me, this is the best way of doing it at home at an affordable price. Obviously, regularity, using it regularly is really, really important. can you take me seriously looking like this? Using it regularly is so important. So yeah, having an at-home device is amazing. So I think I mentioned earlier, but if you did want to pick one of these up, which I'd so highly recommend, more important actually than your skincare products, I would say, more important. Obviously lovely skincare, everything that works together really beautifully, but if you're going to invest in a full skincare routine, like think about how much you spend on your skincare routine in a year and then compare that to the price of this. Actually doesn't make it seem so bad. Obviously it's not a super cheap product, but I think so worth it. And the code Josie will get you the free LED mirror, which is so helpful when you're doing your makeup, when you're on the go, for checking the results and the lack of wrinkles. Amazing. Or you can get the Current Body green tea serum as your little freebie, which is so soothing. This is really nice for taking with you on holiday as well, and also just, it's a really light, almost like a watery serum, so great for adding your tanning drops to. And it's super rich and full of antioxidants, so again, great for giving the glow. So you can choose your free gifts. I'll leave all the information down below. Okay, I'm meant to be going for my sunflower walk in 5 minutes. I've probably not had these rollers in for quite as long as I should have done. The longer the better, but every little helps. Before we head out, we received a delivery this morning from Sky Cinema. This is to celebrate that Sky Cinema now includes Paramount Plus, which is very exciting, even more film options to enjoy. So let's have a little look what's inside. And also, oh my gosh, you know, when I went to Goodwood, it was celebrating Sky VIP. Well, of course, I went on the Sky VIP section of the My Sky app and entered some of, I'm just gonna have to rip this, entered some of the competitions, and had an email yesterday morning. I've actually won a competition for 4 National Trust membership passes, which is, oh my goodness, which is amazing. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Proper massive American marshmallows. Hopefully Rory and Nathan are coming over either one evening or this week or the weekend, and we can toast these on a fire. Is that a frisbee? Oh, from Clifford the Big Red Dog. Oh my gosh, we have to try this out with Dexy later. A mountain of entertainment with Sky Cinema and Paramount Plus. Oh my gosh. I wonder if these are Charlie's size. 39.40. I think they are. Pink ladies, of course. Oh, what are these to signify? Jackass Forever. Oh my gosh, I've actually not seen that. But now I can, because we've got Sky Cinema and Paramount Plus. Pink ladies jacket, that is so funny. Of course, Grease is on Paramount Plus as well. Ray-Bans, what do these link to? Of course, The Matrix, oh my goodness. Tennis balls. Enjoy the movie inspired by your summer box and tag at Sky Plus. And then we've got some mini marshmallows to go with hot chocolate. What a wonderful delivery. So fun. Thank you very much to the team at Sky. Made it across to the sunflower field. There's a lot going on here this year, so you can trudge across the field to get to the sunflowers. Jack's over there manning the coffee tent. And then this year, Clodagh is here, and we have got CG block printing, so you can come and discover these lovely little tea towels. And can people actually do it themselves here?
Yeah, they can block print tea towels,
Fun.
they can block print hats,
oh wow,
covers,
oh my gosh, that's so amazing. So there's all of these fantastic blocks, so you can block print so many different things here. Floral designs, little bees, lemons, so lovely. Got tote bags. Here we go, it's in the same spot every year, so you can park across the way. Just look for the village church and you'll find the parking. I think the turning for the parking is the next turning after the church. And then you make your way across the field to the sun. So this here is the pumpkin patch. I'll have to let you guys know when they release the dates for the pumpkins, because that'll be happening in autumn sometime soon. Recommend bringing your own secateurs and gloves. I think they've got some secateurs you can borrow here, but you won't have to wait if you bring behind the scenes. Lila's got a flying saucer on her head, looking very glam, but very practical footwear choice from Lila. What a gorgeous setting. We've just been snipping some flowers. It is £5 for 6. And what a gorgeous vista. Oh, and by the way, the sun sets over there, so definitely bring a picnic and a bottle of wine because that will be absolutely glorious. We've got our loot. You can barely see Lila behind the ginormous sunflowers. They are bigger than your head and my head. Absolutely glorious. Got a couple more here. £5 for 6, so we've got 12, and now we're ready to head homeward bound. Okay, my darlings, home for a very quick outfit change. I had no idea what to wear today. Obviously it is a really hot day. There's quite a lot of walking involved. Wilderness is at Cornbury Park, which is where I went for excuse me, which is where I went for the wild swim a few months ago, you might remember. So it's quite a big area. So considering it's so hot as well, I've popped on this Missoni beach dress. I'm gonna spray myself in Factor 50 up on my shoulders. And then I've got on my Chloe sandals because they're really good for walking around for a full day. Not sure what we'll be grabbing for lunch, so I've done my Wild Nutrition smoothie, which should keep me going. I've got the Garnier Over Makeup Factor 50. I did obviously already put SPF on, but this is a nice little top up and I'm going to pop that in my handbag. And then I'm just going to finish by putting some of this Tom Ford Soleil Brûlant Shimmering Body Oil on my limbs. Well, we are almost at the festival. It is a very scenic drive and touch wood, fingers crossed, we've not come across any traffic just yet, but I think most people are probably already there and are spending the entire weekend. Hasn't it? Yes, it has been on since Thursday.
I think Thursday probably would have been the day for a lot of traffic.
Yeah, that's what the couple last night said that live nearby. We have just driven past Diddley Squat Farm Shop, and I know I've given a lot of Cotswold recommendations in this video, so I'm actually going to recommend that you don't visit Diddley Squat Farm Shop. There is always a massive queue. If I can find it, I'll leave the vlog linked up on the screen here. When Charlie and I went there during lockdown, when it was one of the only places that was open, and quickly, the TV show hadn't actually aired then.
I would say it's probably changed a lot since then.
Do you think?
So my advice would be, if you absolutely really want to go to experience it.
Yeah.
But based on our experience and based on how many amazing places there are in this area, it seems like quite a stress and a faff for something that I think will probably be anticlimactic. Yeah, absolutely. And there's always a queue that probably takes you like an hour and a half to get into the shop. And the shop itself is literally like the size of a ping pong table. It's absolutely tiny. I think they might be doing some kind of restaurant or something soon as well. So yeah, once again, you know, there's so many amazing, go to Pit Kitchen or, you know, I mean, I know people are probably sick of us saying about Quince and Clo, but all these amazing places that I would argue also are probably a much higher quality because it's less touristy. Yeah,
but then if you're going to come to the Cotswolds for a weekend and you're a huge Jeremy
probably like going to Thorpe Park.
Yeah, but anyway, we are nearly there. I'm really excited. I've just been watching the lady that actually lives in the house on the Cornbury estate. Just been watching her stories and she's done a few behind the scenes. Looks like there are so many amazing businesses there.
How long is, like, how many years has it been going for?
Oh gosh, ages.
Long.
Yeah,
really?
A long time, yeah.
Oh right, because I feel like we only started hearing about it like 5 or 6 years ago. I remember in London, it was like people started talking about it in London, and I was like, oh, where's that? Yeah. Funny that we now live nearby, but
yeah. Oh, I'm not sure if this is the best entrance. We made it. So this is the really cute little boutique camping area, and we're staying in one of these shepherd's huts cabins, and we're very surprised to see there's actually a little bathroom in here. There is a little shower, double bed, goodie bags from Audi, very nice. My goodness, it's like a little Swedish sauna. Is this actually a shower?
Yeah.
Wow, my goodness, that is smart. So I've got a lovely goodie bag here from Aldi with a few festival essentials, a water bottle, an SPF 50 and a Van face mist, which is going to be very handy today because it's hot diggity. And then we've got some Vaseline for which to apply this face glitter. I'm definitely going to be sparkling myself later. And then we've got a Vidrate hydration sachet, as well as some little goodies from Hourglass. How lovely. Let's see what we've got. What's that? Very helpful little handbag size mascara. Ooh, their Veil primer and Veil translucent setting powder. I might actually need to apply some of this now because I'm already very shiny. So naturally we've come to get some food first. Burgers, noodles, loaded hash browns. Charlie, mac and cheese hash browns. I might get that. Pizza, ostrich and wagyu burgers, my goodness. This looks epic. Hash brown, mac and cheese.
Pretty mellow. Take it.
Well, this is amazing. In the boutique camping area, I have found my friends from L'Atelier. L'Atelier is where I love to go for my facials, my facial treatments, and they are doing vitamin infusion drips in this gorgeous tent today. And tomorrow,
we went to India a few years ago, and obviously you have to have 3 different vaccines.
This is the little menu of the treatments that you can have here.
I passed that out about 5 minutes after.
5 minutes after?
Yeah, from,
Wow.
yeah, from the...
Thank you. Thank you.
And a
What did you get, darling?
twin cone with flake.
Twin cone with flake. Porker. Beautiful. Follow the fairies.
Together.
Well, this is the definition of a civilized festival. There have been sound baths, chiropractic treatments, wild swimming. Everyone's heading out in the little boats. So beautiful. That's awesome.
It's about 200 metres away.
Hiya.
Didn't know they did watermelon.
We have got a Tom Barnes dinner this evening. These ultra long banquet tables. Gosh, with a gorgeous setup.
Eat half my meal, wait 20 minutes, it's still alive, now I can eat.
Good morning, my darlings. It is a couple of mornings after the night before. I just came to edit this vlog and realised that I did not finish it properly. So we had the most incredible time at Wilderness as guests of Aldi. It was so lovely to go and experience it. I said to Charlie it's nice to finally know what the festival is like because so many people talk about it around here, and it really is the perfect mix of music, wellness, great food, an amazing location. Hopefully Aldi will work with Wilderness again in the future. They had the most amazing lounge right by the main stage. They led something called the Wonder Parade. So there was like a disco van powered by an Audi R8, and their hospitality was just incredible. We had a delicious meal from Chef Tom Barnes, who I believe won the Roux Scholarship. And yeah, we just had a fantastic time. I just wanted to check in and bid you farewell. Thank you, darlings, so much for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful start to the week. Ooh, and a little update on my current body discount code. So the code is actually even better than I thought it was earlier in the video. So if you use the code Josie, that will get you 15% off the mask and the free green tea serum and LED fancy swivel mirror worth over £74, which is amazing. So perfect excuse to finally treat yourself to the LED mask if you haven't already. So all the info for that will be down below. And darlings, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.